My name is Pallavi, and my full name doesn't fit in my passport. It's Chamarthi Pallavi Rao Narvekar. I'm a married woman, and I have to let you into a small little secret. I'm having an affair. I have an affair that has lasted 12 years. It still makes me go wobbly in my knees, has me jelly feet and sleepless nights, groggy days. I'm unable to take that next breath. I'm always short of breath. And this affair of mine is called Myasthenia Gravis, which with love I call MG. Myasthenia Gravis is a rare autoimmune disorder. So, basically there's a glass right in front of me, and it is filled with chilled beer. Now, some of you would say it's half filled with beer. Others would say it is, half empty, half full. I say that it is chilled beer, so guzzle it while it is cold. So what exactly is myasthenia gravis? As I said, it's a rare autoimmune disorder, and we are the chosen ones. 1 in 10,000 people are affected by this disease, this disorder, so to say. To give you some statistics, it affects the women in their third decade of their life, that is in their 30s. In men, it affects them generally in their 60s or 70s. In women, it is more across the globe compared to men, but in India, myasthenia gravis is more common amongst men. What exactly is myasthenia? I will tell you the scientific definition of it. It attacks the postsynaptic acetylcholine receptor proteins in the end plate terminal. This sounds Greek to you. It still sounds Greek to me after 12 years. So I will tell you in a layman's language. Myasthenia gravis affects the muscle power. So one fine day you're speaking absolutely fine, and then one day you start slurring. So very often I tell in all my speeches that you will hear a Spanish lady speak. So the Spanish accent comes after a while. So if you talk too much, the facial muscles start to get weak and you start to have a slur. There are days which are good, there are days which are bad. There are times in which some myasthenics have the eye drooping as in one eye just closes down. Or the hand muscles might not work at all. You might not be able to hold the pen or walk straight. There's breathlessness. In extreme cases, there is a difficulty in swallowing, breathing, eating, chewing, walking, seeing, as in your vision gets affected. So in a crowd like this, let's say there are 200 people, a myasthenic who's having a bad day might see 400 people. So there's a double vision. So not one, but two of you would be seen. So this is what myasthenia gravis basically is. It is such an uncommon and a rare disorder that when I was diagnosed with it, the only name that came to my mind was Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan and Vijay Tendulkar are the only two known celebrities in India who have had MG. This is not a new disease. It was given the name myasthenia gravis in 1895 by a German scientist who called it myasthenia gravis pseudoparalytica. So it basically almost paralyzes parts of your body at different phases of your life. So, is there a cure for myasthenia gravis? Interestingly, there is no cure for it as yet. Every single morning, every single night, we say a silent prayer to the scientific world, to the people who are into research, so please find one solution, permanent cure to myasthenia, so that not just me, but people across the globe can benefit. Now, when there is no cure for myasthenia and you are disabled, so to say, what does one do? When you can't find something, you have to make things work to make your life easier. understood one thing in life very clearly, that there are things that are not under your control, there are things under your control. So now there's this huge circle of things that are under your control. And there's this another sphere which consists of things that matter. So for the person who has an autoimmune disorder, it is very, very important to see where those two circles meet. And that common path is what we have to focus on. That is things that are under our control and things that matter to us the most. And that is how we will be able to be a little less dependent on people around us, which includes families and friends. So how is it that one eases the life? Now the points that I tell you will sound very silly, will sound very small and trivial, but for the person who has an autoimmune disorder, these are big decisions of life, of everyday life. One needs to plan not just the day, but the next 5 minutes of our life. How do we make it more comfortable for us? The first thing I do is I never carry my handbag. I make sure that someone else carries it. So in all probability, you might see my husband or my son carry a lady's handbag, because this handbag, which may be 500 grams to a kilo in weight, for the first 5 minutes will weigh 20 kilograms 15 minutes from now. You have to ease. You have to take life easier and more at a slower pace. So you wake up only when your body says wake up. You never go by the alarm clock. And if you wake up a person with a myasthenia disorder early in the morning, be ready for your hair to be clawed or your ear to be chewed. You have to listen to your body. There is no way you cannot do that. Things like having a bath. How simple is that? It's a daily routine, right? But if you expect a myasthenic to wake up in the morning early, have a bath, change clothes, get ready, and also step out of the house after having a breakfast, that is a Herculean task. For this, we need at least 3 to 4 hours. 45 minutes, you cannot step out. So these are changes that one has to make. Work from home. If you are as lucky as I am, you can work from home and make use of technology. There was a time when I used to use the same font as you on the laptop. Now my font is a 20 size, because there are days when I'm not able to see the laptop or the fine print carefully. But then thank God for technology. Myasthenia gravis needs to have people who have to exercise the muscles. So it's a vicious circle. You have to exercise because the muscles go weak. They have no strength in them. So you need to exercise. But when you exercise, the muscles go weak. So what do? You exercise, but only up to 60%. The 40% you leave, otherwise you will most probably end up in the ICU. A very important thing, learn to say no. Learn to say no to meetings, unnecessary people, and unnecessary tasks. You have to make sure that you do only that much which you can do carefully and perfectly well with comfort. You need to shed weight. Well, figuratively as well as actually, because you cannot carry any weight around you. So, as I said, you cannot pick up heavy things. Even picking up something from the floor can leave us breathless. And of course, you need to stick to the plan. That is, if I decided that I have to come for this speech today, to this talk today, I will not put anything else before or after this for the day. One thing at a time, and that done well. Interestingly, as I keep saying that, I started off as a radio jockey. For me, my world was voice and speaking. And then myasthenia gravis struck, one vocal cord got paralyzed, but thankfully we have 2 vocal cords, and I managed to carry on. So one has to make do with whatever best is around. Right now, I'm doing the role of the group head, leading CSR for my radio station. So do I have a lot of anger because I have myasthenia? No, I have to say thank you to MG. For what? Because I have learned that one needs to manage expectations. Expectations of my own, not what you expect of me, but the expectations that I set for myself. I need to prioritize things in life. Things that matter to be the most have to be done, and the rest needs to be chunked. One has to respect the body. Respect your body, oil it, and nourish it. Nourish it with good food, oil it with exercise. Appreciate yourself for whatever you are. There used to be a time when I used to be a little self-conscious about my slur. Now, before I begin a talk, I say, yes, I have a Spanish slur. What the heck? I will still speak. And yes, people around have to appreciate you for what you are and not for what you have achieved, because if they do, then they're not worth it. All these points that I have learned, now think of it from your life, from your point of view, without an autoimmune disorder. Aren't these things the very basic that we all should be doing in any case, irrespective of whether you have a medical condition or not? Think about it and see if we can apply it. Life would be far more simpler. Myasthenia gravis, I have to say, has stolen away the former self that I was. Yet, I still say that myasthenia gravis cannot stop me from living my life the way I want to, from stopping me from living the way I want to with a dash of fun. And then, as they say, if life gives you lemons, I say, let's make shandy and say cheers to life. Thank you.